guys? Sorry. Let's try that again. What's up, you guys? I hope everyone's been doing well as they can be during this world situation we got going on right now. Before I get into this video, I just want to remind everyone that my 50,000 giveaway is still going on right now. If you don't know anything about that, then please visit me on Instagram. My Instagram is ZoeKV. I'll have it down below. I also have another video, my past video, which should be linked somewhere around here, that will explain the giveaway a little more, but definitely check it out because it is not one that you want to miss. Okay, now onto the video. So if I look incredibly uncomfortable in this video, it's because I am. There's two reasons that I have been kind of putting off making this video. The first one being that it's primarily talking, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know that once I start talking, I find it hard to stop. I'm very over-informative, I guess. And the second reason is because I don't know if you guys know this, but I refuse to script any of my videos. This is all just me talking, and I have a habit of maybe miswording things, and this to me is somewhat of a sensitive topic, so I definitely don't have bad intentions if I say anything that offends anybody or comes off kind of in a weird way. Just know that I am making this to help people, and I apologize if I word anything a bad way. I don't mean to. But yeah, this has been a very highly requested video, and I know why. It can be a very tough thing to deal with. I feel like if you clicked on this video, you know what I'm talking about, but I am talking about self-confidence. I know for a lot of my current subscribers that can be heavily relating to having thinning hair. Now today my hair isn't actually that prominently thin because I've worked my magic on it, but if you're new here, I do have very thin hair. I thought I was completely balding at one point, and I have a lot of videos on how I've made that better, and I'm slowly growing my hair back. I feel like I'm just speaking gibberish. I don't mean to. I'm trying to get to the point. So people ask me how I am so confident all the time even though I have thin hair. In direct relation to not feeling so confident with thinning hair, I do have to say that I only was notified about having thin hair when I was in the 10th grade, so I was about 15 years old, 14 or 15 years old I think I was. I don't know if that means anything because I know a lot of people find that they're having these issues a lot later in life, but I feel like because I was just blissfully unaware of it even being an issue for so long, it just didn't seem like that big of a problem afterwards. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if that's it. I have a very specific way that I think about things, and I think that's how I am so confident all the time. I guess as to not offend anybody, I'm going to just be explaining my confidence from my perspective. Not that I've had to really think about it in detail until people started asking me about it, but I think mine is kind of chalked up into like two aspects. The first aspect being what I think of myself, and then what everyone else thinks of me. First of all, what I think about myself. So I have an opinion of myself, and I know that sounds weird to say. Everyone probably has their own opinion of themselves. Some people don't. They're just solely going off the critiques and judgments of other people. Social media, I feel like, is a really big thing with that, where some people do need the validation from other people. There are a ton of girls that I've known that, you know, those popular pretty million, well not million, but like a lot of followers on Instagram and stuff, and they, when they're alone, still feel like trash until they get that online validation or validation from somebody else. And something that I'm very proud of for myself is that I am not that way. I've never really been that way. I think that has a lot to do with my upbringing. My mom just refused to let me say anything bad about myself. So even if I didn't necessarily believe it, like I'd say I have a big nose or something else, even as just like a joke, because I'm kind of self-deprecating, she just wasn't having it. She didn't want us to wear makeup because she was like, what's the point? Like, very encouraging, saying that, you know, we look great, we look fine. So even if I didn't think I was taking it in back then when I was a kid, that has definitely shown itself in my older years. I mean, I'm not by any means saying that I'm perfect in both physicality and, you know, inside, but I'm trying my best, and that's really all I can do. So I feel like having a realistic expectation of yourself is a very good way to go about it. And that links into the second part of the confidence speech. And that is what other people think about you. This is the part that I've been a little iffy on sharing because I feel like it's going to come off narcissistic or something like that, which I don't mean that. I feel like the banner for this video should be solely on equality. A lot of the ways that I think about how I'm supposed to be and my realistic expectations of me and what I can be comes from what everyone else can be too, like everyone as a part of the human race. It sounds weird when you say it like that. But basically, the best example I can think to describe sort of what I mean is that, say you're on the street and you're kind of anxious and you are worried about what someone or a group of people are going to think about you. Your thin hair. If you're walking and there's somebody there and you think, oh no, they're going to notice like my thin hair or something, sometimes you just have to really sit back and be like, okay, but who are they to be like making such giant judgments that I'm going to give a shit about? I know that can sound so crazy, like I don't mean that in the way of like putting people down. It's just at some point you've got to realize, like, stop putting the power in other people's hands, because who are they to be so powerful to you? I don't know, I've always been that way. I literally do not give a shit about what other people have to think of me, because who are they? I mean that in that everyone is equal, so it doesn't, like, everyone has their own issues. Yeah, I've got thin hair. Yeah, I'm 4'9". How tall am I? I'm 4'9" or 4'10" or something like that. I'm really little, guys. Bullied for it my whole life. But you can only be bullied for something for so long before you start looking at the bully and being like, well, you've got your own issues. We've all got something. I didn't want to like call out anything specific, but for sake of the argument, if you're gonna like talk shit about me being short or going bald or having a big nose or whatever it is that you want to say about me, I mean, I personally have not come across somebody so perfect that I would actually feel attacked about whatever they think. So a lot of it for me being so confident is that I'm very unaffected by other people's words and judgments or whatever, because I just don't hold them in such a position of power where like I would listen to them saying something like that. I feel like even if I went to a plastic surgeon and they told me that my nose was too big, or I don't even know what plastic, or my lips could be bigger or something like that, you've got to really think, like, I don't even trust that industry. The industry and beauty standards alone are something that we created. Like we made it up. So it doesn't hold any weight, it doesn't matter. So for me, that's how I deal with opinions and judgments from the outside and how I maintain my confidence. But confidence comes from what I think of myself. You've got to be really happy with what you think of you when you're alone and completely block out what other people have ever said, because it literally does not matter. They are not important enough to hold that kind of impact in your life. I don't care who they are. The only person's opinion of you that matters is you. Now, I'm not sure if it's coming off this way, but as I said, I've been this way for as long as I can remember. I don't think I've ever been particularly bothered by what people think. But my tone and ironically the confidence I have in saying that, like, I don't want people to think, oh, it's so easy for you because it comes naturally, and like some people it just doesn't. I understand. There is a great majority of people that aren't blessed to think the way that I think about this, and it can be tough. But even so, I still think that something that I've said today you can consciously, mindfully keep in your head for the next time you're out or you post something and you feel kind of anxious about what people might think or what people might say. Just remember that that is you giving specific people power, and then really look at people and be like, but why? Like, there's no reason for anyone to hold that kind of power over you. So yes, you can wear wigs. Yes, you can do cover-ups. Yes, you can modify yourself as much as you need to. I'm wearing a butt ton of makeup today, guys, but that was for me. That's how I want to dress my life avatar and be presented right now. You can only be the best you that you can be, and that's it. And everybody has their own problems. Nobody is better than you. We are all on the exact same planet doing the exact same thing, and nobody knows what they're doing. In one aspect or another, we've got imperfections. Nobody's perfect. I also didn't want to make this video because I feel like I'm like spouting off like cliche things that people are like, oh my god, I know everybody says that, but hopefully in some degree or another I have explained this in a way that has really struck a chord with somebody. I don't want anyone to not feel confident. You have just as much right to be here and do whatever you want to do. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, do whatever you want. So hopefully I haven't been talking for too long. I hope I got my point across without sounding like a complete uppity person. I didn't mean it like that. I think that's all I've got. This is a pretty heavy topic, so if you do have any questions or you just want to get anything off your chest, then please leave it down below in the comments and I will do my absolute best to respond to you. I do try and respond to as many people as I can. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, my Instagram tag is going to be down in the description. It's just my name, Zoe KV. Also, if you want to enter my giveaway, there's a picture on my Instagram that tells you how to go about doing that, so please do that if you would like to. Yeah, this has been such a highly requested video, so there's like a pressure for me now, so I hope that I've given you guys something substantial that you feel is helpful. But yeah, I think that's all I've got today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of the family. We just recently hit 50,000. We are on our way to 60,000, which I cannot wait. I'm really trying hard to make a video every single week, so please stick around for that. I love you, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!